Hey everybody, I'm Robert Pollock with Fosson Bond, Western Wayne County's premier full-service law firm. Are you a recent home seller? Did you pay real estate transfer tax as part of the sale? Did you sell the home for less than what you paid for it? If so, you may be eligible for a refund on the real estate transfer tax you paid. This is called a RETT refund for short. In this video, I'll explain what a RETT refund is, how to determine if you qualify for it, and what your next steps are. First, let's take a look at the details. It's customary that sellers incur the payment of real estate transfer tax in a sale. However, they may be able to get a refund on that amount. Under MCL 207-526U, sellers or buyers that paid the real estate transfer tax are allowed to apply for a refund of that transfer tax with the Michigan Department of Treasury if they qualify. It says in the Act, quote, "If the seller or the buyer who has paid the tax on behalf of the seller believes that the property was eligible for an exemption under this subdivision at the time of transfer, that seller or the buyer who has paid the tax on behalf of the seller may request a refund from the department in a form and manner determined by the department." Additionally, on July 9, 2015, the Michigan Supreme Court issued a decision in Gardner v. Department of Treasury, which outlined a lot of these requirements and fleshed out a lot of the details to obtain a RETT refund for sellers. So how do you know if you're eligible? RETT refunds apply to sales made after June 24, 2011, and it must be applied for within 4 years after the date of sale. To obtain a refund, the property must have been a homesteaded property, so no investment properties. What matters is not necessarily the sales price of the property, or true cash value, but the assessed value of the property. The assessed value of the property, which is always 50% of the true cash value, must be lower than the assessed value in the year that you bought the property to qualify. So you have to compare the assessed value of the year of sale versus the assessed value of the year that you bought it. This means that sellers who may have appealed their high property tax assessments after buying the property and winning those cases might be good candidates if they're otherwise eligible. So what documents do you need for this? Well, the Michigan Department of Treasury requires that you fill out a form in order to apply, along with a few key documents that are submitted in connection with that form, showing the purchase price, the settlement statements of the sale, and the assessed values for the years in question. Usually the refund checks are processed within a matter of a couple of months. It's important to fill out these documents accurately and gather the right information, which is why it's recommended that you have an attorney assist you with this process. A FOIA request, or Freedom of Information Act, for the property documentation may be necessary. If you think you're eligible for a RETT refund, please don't hesitate to contact our office. We can help you determine your eligibility, and we can gather the necessary documents for you and file on your behalf, saving you the headache of dealing with this process. Until next time, I'm Robert Pollock, real estate and business attorney with Fosson Bond, LLP. Please give me a call today at 248-912-3213 to speak about your eligibility for RETT refunds. Thanks again.